It doesn't matter how hard you work. I'm prepared to outwork you. That's the standard I set for myself. Most people aren't willing to go to the lengths I will. They're not built for it, not committed enough, not hungry enough. That's where you rise. You level up not by doing what's average, but by doing what others refuse to do. Your potential is begging to break out of mediocrity, to step into greatness. Stop holding it back. Most people give in to comfort, to the easy path, but not me. No one, and I mean no one, will outwork me, not because I'm special, but because I've chosen it. And that's all it takes, a choice. In today's world, it's easy to be great because most people are weak. They avoid the hard things. They shy away from discomfort. They don't want to go the extra mile because it hurts, and of course it hurts. Growth isn't supposed to feel good. Talent? It's worthless if you're not working harder than everyone else. Hunger is what separates the great from the average. Those who are truly hungry will do today what others won't so they can live tomorrow how others can't. That's the difference between dreaming and doing. There's no excuse not to be the hardest working person in every room you walk into. You have to want it so bad that nothing can stop you. And if you don't, someone else will. The world is not a kind place. It's not fair. It doesn't care how tough you think you are. It will punch you in the face, drag you down, and keep you there if you let it. But the secret isn't about avoiding the hit. It's about learning to take the hit and keep moving forward anyway. That's real strength. That's what separates winners from the rest. It's never been about how hard you can hit. It's about how much you can take and still keep going. People will tell you that you can't do it. They'll try to plant doubt in your head. But you need to remember something. We are the highest form of creation on this planet. There is nothing we cannot become, nothing we cannot achieve. You are not a victim unless you choose to be. Own your life. Everything changes the moment you decide to stop blaming and start taking responsibility. A real man, a real leader, provides. He protects what's his home, his family, his future, his purpose. And if you don't defend what's yours, eventually it'll be taken. That's the law of life. That applies to everything. Your time, your energy, your business, your dreams. Guard it. Fight for it. You were born to build something worth protecting. You don't hate yourself. You're not broken. You're not an imposter. Someone convinced you to believe those lies, but they're just noise. In 2008, SpaceX failed 3 rockets. Tesla was nearly bankrupt. Christmas Eve, they scraped together funding in the final hour. A few decisions going the other way and both would be dead companies. But they survived because they didn't quit. That's the game. You push through the chaos, the fear, the near-death moments. That's where success is born. Why are there billions of views on motivational videos every day? Because people love the feeling of motivation, but few are willing to put in the work required to act on it. For 10 years, I was laughed at, mocked, dismissed. People told me I was wasting my time. But if you had bet on the underdog, you would have won big. We believed in ourselves when no one else did, and we worked like hell to prove it. 80 to 100-hour weeks, every single week, because nothing comes easy. The more effort you give, the better your chances. That's the equation. There is no reward without risk. As Mandela said, There is no passion to be found in playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. So no, Elon Musk doesn't have work-life balance. Steve Jobs didn't. Bill Gates didn't. Henry Ford didn't. The original titans who shaped the world sacrificed balance to build legacy. So why do you think you get to have both? Because you deserve it. You get what you work for, not what you wish for. Sometimes you have to let go of the dreams others hold for your life. If you want your own to live, theirs must die. That's the price. Execution is everything. Ideas are worthless unless they're followed through. If you have a dream, a mission, a goal, you need to show up and do the work every single day. You have to get up again and again after being knocked down, because you will be knocked down. That's not a maybe, it's a certainty. But if you keep getting up, you'll make it. That's the only formula for success. Hustle isn't just about being busy. It's about putting all your energy toward the outcome you say you want. Don't say you're serious about fitness while eating garbage. Don't say you want to win but skip the grind. Hustle means showing up with full force every moment, making every second matter, being honest about your ambition. It's always going to be hard. Good economy, still hard. Recession, even harder. There's never an easy time to grind. You just do it anyway. I had to choose. Continue living the lie or die to other people's expectations so my truth could live. That was the hardest choice I ever made, but it was the one that saved me. Fail forward. Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times, more than anyone. But he's remembered for home runs. Edison failed 1,000 times, but we only remember the one time he lit up the world. Every failure is just another step toward your success. My success? It's been built on consistency, showing up early, staying late, doing the boring stuff others avoid, checking every box, crossing every T, being so relentless, so present, so undeniable that no one could question my value. You want to win? Be more consistent than anyone else. Discipline wins where talent quits. Not everyone needs to chase a dream. Some people just need to stop pretending and love the life they already have. That's real too. There's honor in showing up for a good life, having a job, a family, peace. That's not failure. That's success for many. And 500 years ago, no one cared about passion. They worked because it fed their family. That was enough. That is enough if you choose it to be. But if you're not okay, if you feel like your soul is caged, then you need to do something about it. Your pain will push you until your purpose pulls you. That moment when you can't stand living the same day again, that's your cue. Move. Do you have the guts to fail? Because if you're not failing, you're not trying. The greatest risk in life is to never take one. My wife once told me, to get something you've never had, you must do something you've never done. Les Brown said, picture yourself on your deathbed, surrounded by the ghosts of your potential, the ideas you never acted on, the dreams you abandoned, the talents you never used. And they're angry, staring at you saying, we came to you. Only you could have given us life, but now we'll die with you. How many ghosts will be around your bed when your time comes? If you hadn't run from fear, if you hadn't doubted yourself, if you had just stepped forward with faith instead of hesitation, who could you have become? Most people overthink themselves into paralysis. But success doesn't require perfection. It just requires action. Even if you don't believe in yourself yet, do the right things anyway. The results will follow. Excellence always attracts enemies. No one attacks someone who's doing nothing. But the moment you step out, break habits, chase your dream, you'll be criticized. People aren't afraid of failure. They're afraid of being seen failing. But here's the truth. Whether you fail or succeed, people will talk. So stop caring. If you fail, they'll mock you. If you succeed, they'll say it was luck. Either way, they'll have something to say. Let them. You keep building. You keep rising. You keep becoming the person you were always meant to be. People are going to talk no matter what you do, so why not go for it? You're alive, right here, right now. Yes, life brings problems. Yes, some challenges feel impossible. And when you're faced with what looks like an overwhelming task, it's easy to feel hopeless and desperate. But then a question rises. What if you took it all on as a voluntary adventure? What if you decided to face it, not just because you have to, but because you choose to? The scope of life includes pain, injustice, death, and even hell. But those aren't abstract ideas. You'll face them, each in your own way. So what are you going to do? Wait to be destroyed? Or step up and prepare? You can't say you want to succeed, to reach your goals, to build the life you dream of, and still live like everyone else. Success has nothing to do with being average. Your boss can't stand average. Your coach hates average. Your teachers push you to be more. Even your loved ones, deep down, don't respect average. Maybe your mom tolerates it. Maybe your dad shrugs it off. But no one celebrates average. Average isn't just underperforming, it's giving up. And some people live like that. They have a problem for every solution. They don't believe in greatness. They do just enough to survive. That's not you. You have dreams, you have ambition, and you're taking action to make those dreams real. When you voluntarily expose yourself to the very things that scare you most, it changes you. It rewires you, biologically and emotionally. A stressor that once caused fear can start to fuel your drive instead. That transformation is real, neurological, physiological, even cellular. Your body shifts into something stronger, more capable. New challenges awaken new parts of you. Even your DNA begins to respond, producing new proteins that reshape you from the inside out. That's how deep it goes. And it makes you wonder, if you stopped hiding from fear, if you met life head-on, who could you actually become? There's one belief that truly matters. If I put in the effort, I will improve. That's it. You might suck at something now. So what? I did. I wasn't good. My critics weren't wrong. My father-in-law thought I wasn't worthy of his daughter, and he was right at the time. My mother thought I was lazy, and she wasn't imagining it. But people didn't factor in how much I could change. They underestimated my will to evolve. The moment I decided to believe in progress, everything shifted. Skill acquisition became my life. And that's what success really is. Getting better, step by step. Stop saying you're going to get straight A's. Stop telling everyone you'll be on the honor roll. Prove it. Put in the work. Let your actions speak. You have an extraordinary mindset. You're determined to make the impossible possible. the unbelievable real. You do more every single day than most do in a week. You hustle harder in a month than average people do in a year. If you can't see that being true yet, start by saying it. Speak it into existence. Not because the words have magic, but because repetition erodes disbelief. But make no mistake, speaking isn't enough. Your actions matter more than anything. You can think success is impossible and still win if you do the right things. But if you don't believe, you won't even try. That's why most people quit. When the grind gets tough, when their fears come up, when it stops feeling good, they stop. But not you. Affirmations might work for some. Saying, "I'm a genius" or "I'm a millionaire" can shift belief. But for others, that voice inside screams, "This is fake." That's okay. Instead, start with what is true. For me, it was facing the fact that I was average. No sugarcoating it. I wasn't special. Every time I found something I was good at, I'd find someone better. And that crushed me. Until it freed me. Because if someone average like me could still succeed, then success was accessible. I didn't need to be extraordinary. I just had to work like hell. And so do you. Because when you face what needs to be faced, when you stop running, not only do you survive, you become someone capable of doing good while in the storm, even in chaos. Even in hell. But that starts with honesty. Some of you are lying to yourselves. You say you want to be great, but you're comfortable being average. You want a promotion, a business, a championship, but you're not willing to sacrifice. You say it, but you don't do it. Success doesn't come to those who merely wish for it. It comes to those who are allergic to average. It doesn't matter where you came from. Privileged, poor, with family, or without, it doesn't matter. Success doesn't care, and average has no place in a successful life. If everyone around you is average, that's a red flag. Don't do average. Don't accept it. Build a CEO mindset. Bring champion energy to everything. Stop talking. Start doing. Want a scholarship? A business, a legacy? Shut up and go work. And remember how beautiful life is. Just waking up with sunlight on your face instead of your grave. That's a blessing. We waste childhood wanting to grow up and waste adulthood longing for youth. We destroy our health chasing money, then spend our money trying to regain health. We stress about the future and forget the present. We live nowhere. But if you're already suffering, don't let it be for nothing. Use that pain. Leverage it. Life is hard anyway, so take your pain and earn something from it. People think happiness comes from achieving goals, but once you reach one, the next problem is, what now? Every stage of life brings new struggles. As a child, you have small problems. As you grow, the problems grow with you. Adolescence, adulthood, aging, they all come with pain. So what are you going to do? Let every phase of life crush you or ride it like a wave. Life is going to roll. You can ride it or get rolled over by it. It's not about what happens to you. It's about how you separate yourself from everyone else. When things get hard, I think about the people who quit right then. People who, in a few years, will regret it. Don't be one of them. Don't say, "What if?" Don't look back wondering who you could have become. Keep going. Push through. You'll be so much further ahead than if you quit. This is the game. Imagine taking care of yourself like you would your child, your friend, someone you love. Project yourself 5 years into the future. What do you want? What do you need? Life is beautiful, yes, even now, even through the hard stuff. Every day is a chance others don't have. Every moment is a gift. I believe, with complete conviction, in the power of the human mind to manifest change. We are creators. Every word, every thought builds the next moment. We all start with lies about ourselves. I'm not good enough. I'll fail. I'm not worthy. We carry that false belief like a wound, and it shapes who we become. But like the grain of sand inside an oyster, it can create something incredible if you choose growth. If you decide you are more than the story you were told, and if you do the work. I often build my characters by asking, what's the speck of sand? When both my grandmothers passed, one at 93 and the other a month later, I realized just how fleeting life is. I'd spent over 50 years with them, and suddenly, they were gone. I'll never get to speak to them again, and now it's my turn next. Life is too short to dwell on what isn't. I have to focus on what is, and go after it. Some of you in this room have opportunities and networks I don't have, and yet I'm making it happen while you're not. So I need you to understand your situation. America isn't perfect. No place on earth is. But we're not looking for perfect. We're looking for opportunity. And we have it. Acknowledge it. Appreciate it. Then chase down everything with your name on it. On this journey of life, you'll encounter tough situations and confusing challenges. Some will feel beyond your understanding. But when you reach that point of feeling like you hate your life, stop, because life is beautiful. You're going to face so many obstacles trying to hold you back. Instead of running from them, charge toward them. Understand that life has meaning and purpose. The pain you feel today might just be preparing you for something greater tomorrow. Even if these experiences make you feel unworthy, remember this: you are worthy. You are not created for nothing. Life is a gift, one of giving and growth. If it were easy, everyone would have a PhD. If doors opened without effort, the reward wouldn't matter. I tell people, look at your tragedies and say, wow, life thought I was strong enough to handle this. You're not going to stop me by turning off the lights. I was born in darkness. That's where I shine. We, as humans, have something unique, a will, a drive. Activate it. Stop crying and quitting. We all go through pain, but not everyone earns a reward from it. I did. When I die, my body might be gone, but my voice, my work, my impact will live on. My foundation will keep sending kids to college, the Super Bowl, trips to Dubai. People ask me what motivates me now that I've reached my goals. The answer: scaling impact. Can I multiply myself? Can I scale positivity, resilience, the ability to turn pain into power? When life throws challenges, I see Game 7. That's when legends are made. MJ, Magic, Bird, they thrived in the heat of pressure. So if you're down 3-1, come back and win. That's what all the early mornings, trainers, and sacrifice were for. I live for that. Maybe it's not for everyone, but for me, when I see trouble, I say, it's showtime. You want to complain? Go ahead. I'll rise to the challenge. And for everyone watching, listen up. People don't have to like you, love you, or even respect you. But when you look in the mirror, You better love what you see. Challenge yourself. Feel discomfort. Embrace it. That's how you grow stronger. Life won't hand you victories. No knight in shining armor is coming. Even those who promise to stay often won't. The truth is, you're supposed to be the hero of your story. Even if you feel weak, alone, or hopeless, you still can. All you need to do is show up. Just show up. You're capable of more than you think. Don't underestimate yourself. You haven't even scratched the surface of who you are. You're more than a conqueror. I think I'm amazing even if you don't. I love myself, even if you stop loving me. You can say the worst things imaginable, and it won't shake how I feel about me. Because that's what self-love is. It takes faith to walk into your purpose. It takes courage to leave comfort behind and walk into the unknown. But that's the only way to become who you were born to be. This is my time. I'm old enough, young enough, wise enough, and I am enough. Self-discipline is self-love. If you want happiness, it starts by loving yourself, truly loving who you are, regardless of what others say. That's not arrogance, it's awareness. If you've made it this far in the video, write it down. Self-love is the cure to self-hate. You matter. People care. And no matter what anyone says, you're a good person. Even if someone stops loving you, don't stop loving yourself. If someone loses faith in you, don't lose faith in yourself. As wild as it sounds, one decision can change your entire life. So what are you waiting for? I wouldn't change anything I've been through. If you offered to take me back and let me redo it all, I'd refuse. Because the struggle shaped me into who I am, and that's priceless. I'd live every dark day again if it brought me back to this outcome. We ask 16-year-olds to plan their futures when they're still developing. Why not let them breathe? Take a gap year, travel, serve, figure life out without pressure. We all go through stuff to get what we want. Life won't go perfectly, but if you focus on the positive, you'll be fine. Yeah, it's tough. Every day is tough, but we have to keep going. No matter what you're facing, remember, someone didn't wake up today, but you did. That means you have purpose. That means there's still time, still opportunity. You feel like everyone else has more fun, more friends, more attention. I feel that way too. But what are we really missing? The empty chase for acceptance. The performance of pretending we're okay. The collapse when the crowd is gone. So yes, we're missing out, but maybe that's okay. Sometimes, my life feels like I'm being chased by wolves. If I slow down, I'll get eaten. So I run. Hard. And I love that. It sounds dark, but it fuels me. People told me, your name's impossible to pronounce. You'll never make it. But I didn't care. I believed I could be a leading man. I believed there was room at the top. I applied the same mindset I learned from sports. Hard work wins. I sculpted my life like Michelangelo with a blank slab. I carved myself into who I wanted to be. You're not sentenced to the life you have. You get to redesign it. You chose this, and you can choose again.